It's another season of Ultimate Mobile Racing League. We have just waited a few weeks and we are immediately back for the autumn season. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am HUE Larry and I sadly am alone today because Emma Boxe has got his birthday today. So it's kind of like Christmas where someone else's birthday, but we get a gift from that, and this is an amazing season of racing once again. And we are back at Barcelona, just like in the first season. This is the opener, and Wilger takes the fastest lap, which doesn't matter really because they just started the lap here. And we get some brand new drivers and a brand new team as well. So let's see who of them are here today. It is Elcrack in P8. I hope the name is I hope I said the name correctly here, but he is very strong. I have raced him in some online lobbies already, and I'm very excited to see how he will do here. I didn't even know that he was active in the Discord, but anyways. Then we have Skibbity, who I already saw in one race in the Crossplay League, which is also very recommendable to watch. And he didn't do too well there, but he races in ERL, I think also a little bit. And then we have a brand new team, and that is the Squadra Delta Corse. And here we cannot see Cio Carlo because he is DNF'd sadly. And I already apologize for not making a correct Postgre livery yet, because they just said that they would keep the one from round 1 and I didn't get that. Also Cado, who is racing alone, I think, for HRT, or is Glacial also in the HRT? Anyways, Hurricane Racing Team is completely in gold, just because they have won the title and surely not because I didn't make deliveries. So yeah, there's a lot to talk about. MP Motorsport, I completely forgot about them. They they basically were Nitro Edge Racing before, but we only have 10 seconds to go in qualifying, and I am watching the correct driver because Piggy is in pole position. He aborts his final lap, but he's taken a 34.23. I don't have the time from last time out, but last time Bocco took pole position, who of course isn't racing anymore since Belgium last year. So we're now on the final lap actually, because P still made it across the line. So yeah, I don't know, probably the nervosity is kicking in again, just like in the first season, and I am super excited. We're gonna have an amazing calendar, which I can tell you later, but now let's focus on P, who tries to improve his time for one last time. He could be the first one who is not from Williams or from Leviosa Sports Art to take pole position in the history of UMRL, which is now already 2 seasons long. Piggy is on pole position at 34.23. He is 1/10 ahead of Laguna, who once again is at the front of the field. Pigeon takes P3 in the pink Porsche, and he did very well in that qualifying session. Chiu and Matt are racing for Aston Martin. I didn't have the time to talk about them yet, but Matt going from one time to Aston Martin this season, and they right out of the gates took P4 and P5. They look very good heading into the first race. Alcrack then in 6th on debut, Malik solid in 7th, then Skibbity in P8, Cado in the golden HRT only in 9th position. Frimpong, the first of the LSAs, is P10. Then Glacial in 11th in the second Hurricane Racing. Then Nickel 12th for Williams. Wilger down in 13th then. Temex in P14 and Hero 15th. Not a good opener so far for one time. Let's see if they can make a similar comeback here like Matt did last time out. And Bituco with a 35.12 takes 16th position. We have many drivers here today. And we are going to go to the starting grid very shortly. The tension is high as we head into our first race of the second season of the autumn season of the Ultimate Mobile Racing League. This is the pinnacle on mobile. And we head into the race and I can just see two drivers. What has happened? This is myself and Vinci. What the? This has taken ages to fix. But we are back. And we are ready. Piggy and Laguno line up as we head towards the first turn of the second season of UMRL, and Piggy leads the way ahead of Laguno, who has taken the medium tires at the start, and Pigeon goes around the outside of him in turn 2. The two Aston Martins are in trouble and one of the MP Motorsports. Piggy has retained the lead, and Pigeon tried to take it away from him in the hairpin. Then it's Matt and Laguno going wheel to wheel there and very wide, and Pigeon has been forced off 4 wide for a short moment out of the second to last corner. And we go down the main straight and there is a huge battle going on for second place even. Oh, and the Aston Martins punting each other into the wall. Matt in second place, Gio in third. They managed to stay on the podium. Pigeon once again being forced off, and both of the Williams. My goodness. Glacial up into P5 on debut. He's not even the main driver or not even the reserve driver for HRT. Pigeon somehow staying in P4. Gio, Matt, perfect start for Aston Martin, and even better one for Piggy, who is leading the first race of the season and who is leading the first race of MP Motorsport. Laguno down to 4th, still doing very nicely here on the medium tires. Most of the field is on soft at the start. And Pigeon has been forced off again. This is unbelievable. And then we got Glacial and Cato going wheel to wheel in the last corner. It's Glacial ahead of Cato as it seems. The timetable to the right is going crazy. And up the inside. Oh, and into the wall again. I almost need to turn in the names for myself here. And wheel to wheel between Malik and Bituco. Then it's Frimpong, that's Wilger, who has made a nice comeback already. He's in 8th position, gained 5 positions from the start, if I'm correct. And this is Cato, still down in P9, but he's in hard tires. Maybe taking another approach to this race. And we slowly go down towards turn 1. It's a very long straight here in Barcelona. Very good for overtaking here. Oh, and off the track goes Gio, just in that moment where I switched to his position. And Laguno up into P3, started in P2, back on the podium now. Matt at the moment is alone in second place here. We also have this Grey now here, racing for the brand new Delta Corsa team, who I also noticed don't have a livery yet, as it seems, and Alcrack is not doing very well here, as I can see now, because he's down in P17. But anyways, there's probably something going on further at the front. Here's Malik and Bituco fighting for 5th position. This seems to be the highest battle that we have right now. And also, that's Pigeon, who's now down in P8. Trying to get ahead of Glacier, but he kind of is in the sandwich of the golden HRTs here right now, and there's a little bit of lag for one of these drivers. No chance to go up the inside for Cato. And Bituco once again trying to get up the inside. and he does so. He is ahead of Malik. He has raced in every single race of HUE so far, if I am correct. Oh, and they're just jumping around a little bit. Maybe this is a lobby issue, which is hosted by myself. And Matt second, Piggy first, nothing changing at the front. The soft tires slowly breaking down. They are lasting 8 to 12 laps around here. The medium 10 to 14 and the hards 12 to 17 laps. Kato, of course, took the race win last time out. Right now, it's not looking too good for him. But let's see what the reigning champion can do here. His teammate, meanwhile, trying to get ahead of Bituko, but they all go into the pit lane now, and Bituko somehow managing to make a mistake heading into the pit lane, or into the really towards the boxes here. And he has lost the position to Glacier, and it's a bit laggy here, but still entertaining to watch this midfield battle unfold. Malik is down in P9 now. It's not looking too good for him, but anyways, we're gonna wait and see how it looks if everyone when everyone has stopped, because Wilga right now is also up in P5. Then Kato in fourth, of course, going long, and Laguno is in the lead. And now everyone has chosen their different strategies. Piggy on hards, Matt on mediums, trying to catch up to Piggy maybe. Kato, of course, still going. Wilger still going. Bituka P6. Malik still behind him, now up the inside of turn 9. And that was a very easy move for him, but immediately he is overtaken again by Bituka, who is in soft tires, of course. And he also gets ahead of Glacier. And Nikhil just left the race and the game, and this sadly means a DNF for the Williams driver. His teammate now is in P3 after stopping, and he's very close to Matt, and this looks like it's going to be the next battle at the very front. Matt is of course on faster tires, but they are a bit older, so maybe it's going to take a bit longer here until we really see them fighting, but Matt seems to be under pressure here. I think he slightly went into the gravel right now. And Kato is still out there on these hard tires. Lap 12 is the latest possible, no, the earliest possible time actually, because that's for the softs, 8 to 12. So he can still happily go at it here. But if we take a look to at the right top, his tires don't seem to be too great already. He surely does have these tire whispering skills in him. And Glacier is doing very well in his first race, and he just goes straight on, and that was just lag. He again goes straight on. Oh, this doesn't look good. This does not look good. And I don't know who Winston Lo Siento is, but he is also relatively entertaining. Up the inside now goes Bituko again. This is a dangerous mission which he has embarked on here. And that is Pigeon, of course. Sorry, Bituko is further up the road now. He has managed to clear Malik and the rest of them thanks to the soft tires, which don't look too good anymore here. And Kato now has decided to pit for the first time this season. And at the front, it is actually only 1 second now between Piggy and Matt. Two brand new teams for them. Matt, of course, also changing the So basically, if this would be real life, he also would change the factory location, and Piggy's team has just had a rebranding. But anyways, very refreshing to see these cars at the front, and they look absolutely stunning, as well as the Williams, of course. Black, blue, and some hints of yellow, which you barely can see in this image, sadly. But anyways, Laguna is absolutely pushing it again. Probably we don't see him setting the fastest lap right now, because this is held either by Matt or by Gio, because I cannot see it up there. Wait, let's check. We can just take a look at Matt. It's not Matt because his past lap is a 34.7, and now Kato has taken the fastest lap anyways. He's on a charge, he's on soft tires now in this middle phase of the race. This is very interesting actually, and Bituka is chasing him down, or probably he's just been overtaken by Kato actually. And there's some very entertaining people here. Oh, and there's an absolutely crazy fight going on for 7th position, and 2 cars have been forced off in the process. Wilger gets up to 7th position, but has this been a bit dirty by him or some of the other drivers? Apart from Singapore and Spain last season, there haven't been any penalties, at least I think so, because there's been not too much activity on the server. Glacial and Malik still 6th and 7th, but Wilger now quite further up the road. And Bituka now back down to P8, but he's taken soft tires. Piggy and Laguna, meanwhile, at the front are both on hards. And this is going to be very interesting heading into turn 1. They're 3 wide, they're all lagging a little bit, and Glacial now loses 2 positions. Down to P8 he goes. Malik trying to send one up the inside of the hairpin of turn 5. He cannot do it. He once again is on hard tires. He is not going for many pit stops, just like the leading cars. Wilger now having no one ahead of him. It's 8 seconds to him. And the leading pack, Kato, is also 3 seconds behind Matt, who has pitted for a second time now. This is why Laguna is in 2nd place right now, but he's 4 seconds behind Piggy, so everything kind of stretched out there. Piggy going through the last corner, whilst Laguna is just entering the second to last one. But of course, quite different tire lives here. It's relatively similar between Piggy and Laguna, but Matt on different tires, fresh tires, Kato on soft tires, which are also in solid shape still. So Wilger, Bituko, Malik, Pigeon, Glacier now pitting. He goes for hard tires. Alcra going past, and he's in P10 right now. The 101sts, I believe, only have the 1 car today. Alessandro, who has raced every race last season, is only a reserve driver this season, so let's hope that the 101st can still get active drivers, and maybe some drivers who stay for multiple races this season, because this has been a weakness of the 101st, who finished P9 in the team standings last time out. And actually Skibby is still racing here, but of course he's in P15. So yeah, brand new, almost brand new team, I would say, here at the 101st as well. And up the inside goes Skibby. Down the main straight we go. Oh, and almost pushing the Scray onto the grass, and he's pushed onto the grass himself there. We go into the first section of the track, and they both didn't really manage to keep it clean up the inside of turn 5. It looks like the Scray doesn't have too good tires. Oh, these mediums are completely falling apart right now. But still he's managing to keep with him, and Skibby seems to push him off the track there. This could be some lag, of course, so I do not want to play the steward here right now. But the steward probably would say that it's been lapped, so yeah, I can play the steward here. Alcrack has just made a mistake. Let's climb further up the order again. And there's actually been a change of lead. Matt has been passed again by Piggy, who is pitted and gone for hard tires. So this has been a strategical pass. But anyways, this is huge news in terms of the battle for P1. Matt is still in the slipstream of Piggy. And again with 4.5 seconds, I don't know if he can make it. We only have a few laps to go here. And Matt is very close to Piggy, even though his tires are gonna degrade faster. He does have the advantage, he does have the slipstream, and he probably does have the pace to pass Piggy for the lead of the race here. But Piggy has held it for almost the entire race here. And Kato really doesn't have an answer today. I mean, he only started in 9th, so it's still a very solid improvement. But this is not exactly what we're used to from the reigning champion. Still, he's gonna take P4, so still championship is not out of the window yet. And we go down the main straight now. Matt is just outside the slipstream as it looks. But now, towards the end of the race, all the different strategies are gonna come into the play. Are gonna come into play more than ever. As Bituka and Pigeon as well, both postcross, pit from soft tires to another set of soft tires. So an aggressive finish for the accidentally pink team today. Malik still going on hard tires here. He's going to do a 2-stopper. But he's doing well in the process. Glacier now only cruising around in P9. I would still say that it's been a solid debut for him. Even though he didn't come out best in the battles in the end here. And now Matt has had to pit for his final set of medium tires. I think that he could have gone for soft as well, because we saw the postcross do that. But anyways, maybe he is playing it safe. Maybe he thinks that he can catch up, but he now has Laguna between him, and Laguna's just made a big mistake there in turn 10. And then he has another 4.5 seconds to catch up to Piggy. We've had 4 different winners in the first season of UMRL, and right now it doesn't look like we're gonna get a new one. Laguna's won a race as well. Matt has of course been disqualified at Singapore, so the race then has been won by Kato. And Kato is also there in P4. And here's a battle starting very soon. Wilger and Bituka both on soft tires, Bituka on fresher ones. And we go towards turn 10, and there's no chance yet, but now the slipstream is certainly there as we head down towards the first corner, up the inside, and the last one, and this was very critical there, and Bituka lets him back through. Fair play by the Spaniard, and Wilger goes into turn 1 ahead of his rival again. At the inside of turn 4, and it's been another mistake for Bituka. He's not making it easy for himself. He's got the fresher tires, but Wilger is making that white car even wider, and Malik might just fancy a dive bomb or 2 as well, but he really doesn't have the tires for it at the moment. Let's see how the soft tires are gonna look towards the end of the race. And let's see how Matt's mediums are gonna look in comparison. But right now there's not much changing at the front, because it seems like everyone's making mistakes here. There's also been some dust kicked up by Kato here, whose medium tires are not looking good also. And also Pigeon now closing up to Matt. But is it gonna be too late for an overtake to happen in this quartet? So Alcrack seems to have recovered pretty well from that bad start, or some mess that he was involved in at the start. So I think it's been a successful debut for him as well. Gio dropping down to 11th meanwhile. We also saw at Brazil last time, which was his debut, that he kind of I think fell down the order in the end of the race. Ariana Grande has just left the race, which is extremely sad, and the race has been won by Piggy. Unbelievable. We took a look at the last at the last positions there, and a very similar thing to Imola happened, but this time I realized it faster, and nothing has changed. In the end, Piggy wins the Spanish Grand Prix, the second Spanish Grand Prix in HUE Larry history. We will also head to Valencia this season for a street race. Laguna takes P2 in the end then. Matt's strategy did not work out in the end at all. He's 11 seconds behind Piggy, who takes the win for his brand new MP Motorsport team. Laguna in second place and not setting the fastest lap. We have broken the curse, or the streak. Pigeon, for the first time, has taken the fastest lap and is the first one not racing for Williams or LSA to take this extra point with him. Kato in P4, just off the podium in the end, 2 seconds away, started in P9, so still successful, I would say. Wilger from P13, I believe, making it up to P5 for LSA. Very well done. There haven't been many races where LSA didn't take a podium. Bituco in P6 then, P7 Merchant just above his merchant qualities or something. Malik in P7, so solid points for MP Motorsport. They probably lead the team standings as it looks like. Pigeon in P8, Glacial 9th, not for RB Dutch Racing, for HRT of course. And Alcrack in P10. That's Gio in 11th. I think he took 11th in Brazil as well, I'm not sure. Frimpong in P12. He's really not been on my radar at all in this race, but he just takes 1 point home with him. And Temex in 13th and Skibidi 14th, sadly not managing to score, just like in CPL where I commentated. This Gray in 15th and last. I think he joined after qualifying and finished pretty much where he started. CEO Color and Nikhil DNFing from this race. So what can I say about this race? It was interesting strategically, but it did not seem to play out in the way that people seem to think it would. Especially for Matt in the end there. So the battles did not happen in the end, which some would have hoped for. But anyways, this was the first round of HUE. We saw Piggy take his third win in the championship. And I'm very thankful for all the supporters on YouTube. Thank you very much. We would love to have 100 subscribers at the end of the season, which once again is 10 races long, and I'm going to tell you the calendar now. We're gonna head to Brazil next. We just had the last race at Brazil, and now we do head to the Circuito Brazil, so not to Sao Paulo. Sao Paulo will be the last race. But anyways, Round 3 then will be Canada at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Then we head to Monte Carlo for the Monaco Grand Prix. Portugal at Portimao is round 5. That's the summer break. Then we will head to my home race at the Red Bull Ring. Valencia is round 7, which I talked about earlier already. We head to Belgium as well, a little bit later in the season, this time in round 8. Round 9 will be at Singapore again, but at the fictional track with that huge loop corner straight thing. It's going to be very interesting still, maybe also very carnage filled again. And then at the last race, we're going to be at Sao Paulo, of course, again. Thank you very much for watching this first race. It's going to be an incredible journey again. I will be joined by Mboxe sometime in the future. Happy birthday again, and I'll see you when UMRL returns.